Hi everyone, my name is Alice. Today, let's discover an aspect of one of the richest cultures in the world, ancient Greece. Firstly, despite being interested in this area, I'm unfortunately just a beginner, so I apologize in advance if I made any mistakes, and please do point them out in the comments below so we could improve on our content in the future. Okay, let's get started. There is so much to explore about ancient Greece, but today we're going to focus on one thing. Let me ask you a question. What event is held every 4 years and involves people from almost every single country in the world? Hint, it's happening right now. The answer is the Summer Olympics. The modern Olympics Games is an international sporting event featuring the best athletes in the world. The first modern games took place in Athens in 1886 and has since been a tradition that not only showcases talent but also national pride. However, the games actually started way before that, and one can trace its origin back to more than 2,000 years ago in ancient Greece. The ancient Greek Olympics thrived from approximately 776 BC to 393 AD. The first games only lasted for one day, but as it evolved, it became 5 days in length. Only city-states in Greece and its colonies could attend. And just like the modern games, it took place every 4 years. And the Greeks referred to a period of 4 years as an Olympiad, funnily enough. And finally, winners get crowns made of olive twigs to commemorate their success. Olympics is named Olympics because of its location in Olympia, which is in the Peloponnese in western Greece. Let's think further. What's another word that's related to Olympia? Mount Olympus. And who lives in Mount Olympus? Zeus, which meant that the Greeks held the games to honor him, the king of all gods. This marks the greatest distinction between ancient and modern Olympics, as religion played a vital role in the ancient one. Because Olympics is such an important event, let's see what happens there. Firstly, before the games, the athletes and the judges would take an oath to respect the rules, as the Greeks value integrity a lot. Failure to comply with the rules would result in disqualification or even physical punishments. Secondly, during Olympics, a sacrifice of 100 cows will be made to Zeus, since the games is pretty much about him. Then comes the sport competitions, which we will discuss later. Then the participants will have a huge celebration and feast to end this 5-day event. Okay, now let's move on to the second topic, types of sports at the Olympics. Of course, there is a lot less variety of sports back in that time, but a lot of those remain today. So let's take a look. Here's also a chance for those of you that are interested in Greek to learn some cool vocabulary. First, we have the foot races. You might ask why I put 3 Greek words up there, because there are actually 3 different types of running competitions. The stadion is a short course of approximately 200 meters, Dolikos is a long distance, and Diaulos is basically 2 and back, so 2 laps. Then we have the pentathlon. The English word is an exact transliteration of the Greek. Now we can separate the word into 2 sections. Penta meaning 5 and athlon meaning competitions. Together we can infer that the word means that there are 5 competitions in this event. You will notice as we move on that many English words are derived from ancient Greek and that the Greek words are often made of set roots or stems that come together to form different meanings. The pentathlon consists of long jump, discus, running, javelin, and wrestling, so it's considered one of the hardest competitions. Next, we have boxing. The Greek word pygmakia literally means fist and fighting, so you can see the similarity there. Now, this one is not part of the modern Olympics anymore, perhaps since it's so violent. Pankration, it's Greek, can also be directly transliterated from the English alphabet. Pan means all, and krition came from the root kratos, meaning power. It is a more brutal form of wrestling that almost has no restrictions on where you can hit. And finally, the chariot racing. The Greek word tethripos, meaning 4 horses, should be quite understandable given that this is a 4-horse chariot event, also known as a quadriga. Fun fact, it is the owner of the horses that will win the competition rather than the rider. How unfair is that? Okay, since this is still a languages channel, why not some more Olympics vocab? First and foremost, you need to know the word of Olympic Games. It's pretty straightforward. There are two words and they each mean Olympic and game or contest. Perhaps a way to memorize the agonist would be to think of agony, since these two words are related. Doesn't competition just bring you agony? Second, we have gymnasium. As you can see, the two languages are still pretty similar. Now here's the fun part. The first part of the word, gymnos, actually means naked. So we can probably infer that the ancient Greeks trained without any clothes on. And they were also naked during the Olympic competitions. How weird is that? And our last word, Nike, the word for victory. How amazing is that? When it's transliterated, it is spelled Nike. But don't pronounce it as Nike, because Nike is actually the name of a female goddess. She grants the victory to the athletes during the Olympics and will fly to the winner and give them the prize. Okay, in conclusion, in today's video, we have learned a bit about the ancient Greek Olympics and how it differs to the modern Olympics. We've also built up our Olympic-related vocabulary and realized its striking similarity to English and its building block-like word structure. While rules and logistics changed throughout the years, the Olympic spirit, that is, to strive for our highest, has always persisted since the first ever games. So, while you're watching this year's Tokyo Olympics, maybe try and think, what would this competition be like 3,000 years ago? Thank you so much for watching this, and please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. See you next time!